Shalom, everyone. Shalom, my dear friends, and Happy New Year. This is Finding Shalom, but today I have a super special guest, my favorite guest.
Super special.
Super special. This is my hubby, Jay.
Everybody.
And if you follow us on our couples channel, you might know him. But if you don't, this is Jay and my hubby of 30, lot of years. 30
Going on 35.
5 this year, married, 37 together. So,
Yep.
But I thought I'd bring him on here for a couple things. Number one, I want to give you guys an update about his dad, which is actually his stepdad, the one that you guys have been praying for, who's been in the hospital. Sometimes we call him Pops. My kids call him Ampy. And he broke his hip the day after Christmas. And now we are on Monday, a full week later, Monday, January 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
And he's doing well, but he is still in the hospital. They haven't even transferred him to
The temporary care.
to the rehab.
Mm-hmm.
Because he's had a couple setbacks, stuff like that. So it's been a rough week. We've been just going back and forth to the hospital. And if you notice, we still have our Christmas tree up, and it is January 2nd. I'm hoping to get that down tomorrow. We could get it down today, but let's just hang out. But we'll probably watch the Rose Parade here in a minute, stuff like that. Also, another prayer is your dad. So Michael is his stepdad, and then his biological father is in California, and he was also in the hospital right before Christmas, about mid-December.
Yeah, he was diagnosed with a perforated colon. They had to do emergency surgery and repair the perforation, and he's on the mend. He's still really sore, but he's doing a lot better. So thank you for anybody who was praying for him. And then my stepdad, he's got a couple weeks of rehab. But
Ahead of him.
they think that he's going to be doing good. It's going to be a slow process because my stepdad is 79 years old. So
Yeah. And your dad's probably a little older, right?
He's probably 80.
Yeah. And my dad's 80, and he has an infection in his knee and has been struggling with that for like a month and a half. And my mother fell just a couple days ago. She was at the library, tripped over a curb, and fell, and she was not able to get up until somebody came to help her. So we have a lot of falling, and ironically, it's not even because of the ice. It's just because we haven't had a ton of ice. It's been a little bit warmer than normal.
It's just people just taking missteps, you know.
Yeah.
It's almost like 2023 is going to be the year of purchasing 4 life alerts. I mean, I know as kids we used to make fun of that commercial. I've fallen and I can't get up, but
now it's a real thing in our
legit.
lives.
It's legit.
Yeah.
They've fallen and they can't get up, especially her mom.
Yeah.
Because it was cold. That could have been really bad. So.
Yeah, we need to get her one of those. Your mom has one.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she almost fell a couple times while Josh was taking her to the hospital, and he caught her on one of the curbs. She tripped and fell, and he actually caught her on the curb by the hospital. And, thank God for Josh. But anyways, that's not fully what we're here to talk about. I have been doing Word of the Year for many, many years. And I revealed to you guys last week that my word is worship, and mainly because I think I'm not going to make it through 2023 unless my focus is right. I mean, my word could actually be focus, but I'm going to just really focus on worshiping and having the proper, so that everything else that goes around me, I can handle it. And David did that in the Psalms. David, even though a lot was going on, he continued to worship. And I think that's what got him through. And that's what I'm hoping to do. And you have never really picked a word. Have you ever had a word of the year?
Mm.
So this year you jumped on the bandwagon and you're doing a word of the year.
My word of the year is going to be wisdom, and not a mortal point of view of the word wisdom, but
Or worldly.
Not a worldly point of view of wisdom, what's wise in the world's eyes, but what's wise in God's eyes. So I'm going to be studying that word and searching the scriptures for that word, and looking for biblical counseling as far as wisdom goes, like King Solomon, who was very wise, at least in the beginning.
Well, and ironically, today, January 2nd, for our Bible study group that meets here on Sunday nights, we actually are starting our series on Solomon, our study on Solomon, because we just finished up David, his dad, right before Christmas, and now we jump into really studying Solomon. And Solomon wrote Proverbs and Ecclesiastes and Song of Solomon, and so you're probably going to be, in fact, we were going to do a video. That's what we're here shooting, going to shoot here in a minute, is a video just for our Bible study group, a private video for our Bible study group. And I said, hey, while we're here shooting, can we shoot one for Finding Shalom about your word of the year? But we were going to talk about in our other video for our Bible study group about Proverbs, that to start your year off really good with wisdom. We were talking about this, you were telling me about it, that there are 31 chapters in Proverbs, and there are 31 days in January. However, we are on January 2nd, so we're a little late getting this out because of our week, but
you'd have to read 2 today.
Yeah, you could read 2 today or 2 another day and catch up, or just spill it into February.
Well, if you waited till another day, then you'd have to read 3.
Exactly. So, but that's a really good way to start 2023, is if you had a chapter in Proverbs a day. That's how many different Proverbs. I don't even know how many, because every chapter has a whole group of really great wisdom Proverbs in it.
It's a lot of Proverbs.
Yeah. And to start your year off like that, you could even every month just reread Proverbs for the whole month of year of 2023.
Yeah, you could literally read the Proverbs on a loop. For January, read 1 through 31, February 1 through 28. You'd have to carry them over a little bit into March, but you could literally almost memorize them.
Yeah,
with reading constantly every day for the month, for the year.
And I know because of so many things going on, that's why you were really wanting to do wisdom as your word this year.
Word of the year.
We have a lot of decisions we have to make, a lot of things that are kind of above our pay grade, so to speak, above our they're out of our comfort zone, a lot of stuff with our parents that we have to make decisions. But then, there's regular stuff, just finances and...
Well, and prioritizing the things that need to be worked on here at home, or in our house.
Yeah.
To start it with the right one and then go to the next thing and then the next thing to fix things. Yeah. So, that's going to take a lot of wisdom to pick the right one and to know which one we need to focus on first.
Yeah. We have an old house that was built in 1958. And so it comes with all of its old problems. So, and when you're on a budget and you have a lot of things to fix, we decided maybe we should just put them in order of priority. And then just start picking them off as we have the finances to do it.
One at a time. Yeah.
But a lot of wisdom needed this year.
For sure.
For everything. So anyway, we just thought we'd pop on here. I thought you'd want to meet my hubby. By the way, who is a Dodger fan. Dodger.
Ever since I was a little baby.
Yeah.
I have a picture of myself, that my parents took when I was a toddler. when I was like 8 weeks old, and I have a Dodger hat on, or a Dodger doll,
Yeah.
like a bobblehead doll from the 70s.
We have his
Or 69.
toddler Dodger jacket.
Yeah, infant jacket.
It's like an infant little toddler or whatever.
From like 1972 or 73.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, we wish you a very happy New Year. I was going to say Merry Christmas. See how my weeks have been just like...
We can wish you Merry Christmas too, but Happy New Year to everybody.
Yeah, Happy New Year. And tell us in the comments, we want to hear, what is your word of the year? What did you finally decide on to be your word of the year? And can you tell us why it was your word of the year and what you hope that God will do in your life? And then also in the comments, we would love to, even though this is my channel, Jay and I pray together every morning, and we would love to pray for you and your family as well. So we'd love to hear your prayer requests. Put them in the comments, we will pray for you and pray for some things that you're working on. And pray for us. Please keep our parents, all 5 of them, in your prayers, as we just need safety and health for 2023.
Yep.
So, but anyways, for now, I will see you in the next video, and he won't see you in the next video, but I will. Yep. And I love you very much, and shalom, my dear friends. Mwah.